Hello everyone and welcome to another Thomas Haul of the month. This is episode 2 for September 2019. Now there's a lot here, so bear with me. The first thing I got was those two cranes, and then I got some Thomas Wooden Railway track. Notice that these are glued together. They were glued down to a table, but I plan on ungluing them. And then I also got all of these extra Thomas girders, and you can never have too many of these, so I'm excited to add those to my collection. I also got all of these straight tracks, these mini rail pieces here, and this tiny piece that's smaller than those, which is always nice. I got tons of those, and even more of those there. Now next is some more glued tracks, but I'll fix all these. And there's also a tunnel, or excuse me, it's like a mountain, but I didn't show that here. Now here's some mini curves there, and then also this one long curve. There's also two girders, and I found an additional one after that, so added it to it. And then here's some people and signs that I don't plan on using, but I do plan on using all of these trees and street lamps. And I think it's over 16 trees. There's also these I-beams, which I'll use with Thomas. Now, these I will not be using. I just want to show them because they were in the haul that I got. And then also these trains as well. I won't be using the engines, but I will be using the cars. Comes with a crate there. And then on the next one, you'll notice, excuse me, are these passenger trains. Now, I won't be using it with my Thomas, but I do like the passenger train. This plane's missing a wing. I'll try to fix that. But then we get into the good stuff. This is Gordon. Now, he didn't come with a tender, but that's okay. And I actually have another Gordon without a tender as well, which surprised me. And then you'll see Henry here, who does have a tender and is in very good condition. I'm very proud for that. Now, next we have a early learning Thomas. I can't remember the exact name of this. I think it was Creative Junction. But it's really just a chunky Thomas, and it's a lot taller than most wooden railway engines. I also got this the paint yourself tanker, and I plan on using that for custom. Don't know what yet though. I also got some Erdl items in this haul, including Thomas and Henry, and both of these are in very good condition for their age, which surprised me. I also got all of these items, including the Mini Thomas, Taken Long Thomas, and Adventures Thomas, and Spencer there with the foam block inside of his cab. Also, there was this Trackmaster flip car here, which is kind of rare nowadays, and it was the only one that I had. Now, everything that I just showed you cost me $25, and to me, that's not too bad. In fact, I'm pretty proud of that. But this next stuff I'm going to show you, there's even more. I think you'll like what's next. So, of course, there's this little wooden railway tunnel bridge here. I don't know what line this is from. It's not exactly Thomas, but I will be using it with my wooden railway. Now, these I don't plan on using, but I thought this guy was interesting because he looks like a Thomas character. I think it's one that they've just really reused. And you'll see these trees here. I got more trees. And these little things that were supposed to represent people back in the day. There's also some bushes there, too. That's just something that came in another haul, but it's not really counted. I'm not going to be using it. And these buildings here won't be using either, but it's cool to have. These are also very interesting. These are track connectors, so if you want to build a bridge, you could use these in the track and fall, and I got a whole bunch of these. Moving on from there, here's some more track pieces. Your double-ended pieces to help with different track layout configurations. And then I got tons of straight tracks here. You'll see that, and I mean tons. And these are some long straights. I also got this hill track, but there's varying lengths and steepness to these tracks, which is interesting. Some more mini curves, and then not one, but four stacks of regular curves. Next, we have these specialty pieces, including ramps and buffers, cross-track here, and this nice T-junction switch. I really, really like this. Never have too many switches. And speaking of which, here's some more right here. My favorite of these, though, is the Brio switch because of that red lever. Very nice. I also got these girders, which are similar to the Thomas Wooden Railway style, but aren't exactly like it. And these, which look like it, cannot stack, unfortunately. I think that was a missed opportunity for whoever made this. And now here are some just miscellaneous girders. Now, this is the Brio train station, and I remember seeing this as a kid all the time at this local hobby store we used to go to. And so this has a lot of nostalgia for me, which, again, it's just a very cool item. It also makes sounds that you can, there's train sounds, and also record announcements, and then the lights can light up there and there's space on the inside. It's really plain, but it's just really charming as well, and the track there is magnetic, so it just attaches by a magnet. Now here's a Brio stop track, and then a level crossing here, which is very, very cool. One of my favorite items, to be honest. Just the lights and sound effects, and then the train actually sets off the magnets, which is nice. I wish Wooden Railway would do more stuff like this. And then, well, here's a Wooden Railway level crossing. This is very nice too, because my last one I ended up customizing and turning into Hatch Street, or excuse me, the Farquhar Crossing. And here's just a plain level crossing. Next is bridges. I got this bridge here, and then a red bridge, which is very nice. There's also this crane, which is very unique, but a nice style. And here's a better look at that stop track, which is great for the battery-powered locomotives. And speaking of locomotives and cars, here's a set of cars that I don't really plan on using as they are. I do plan on customizing them though, especially this tank car, which is very cool. There's some engines and cars there. And then here's a nice Brio cattle wagon, which the horse can fit inside of. Now, this engine and diesel are my favorite. The diesel doesn't work, I'm going to have to fix it. But the steam engine, as you roll it along, the fire lights up, and you can hold the button down for different tones of or different lengths of the whistle, which is nice. I'll do a video of that separately. This engine also doesn't run, but I can fix that. And there's a little driver figure there. Now, this engine's very nice. This is a giant, big steam engine, and then the bogie wheel back there. And it's a little bit weird with the giant wheel, but other than that, it looks cool. And this switch up top actually lets you go from a battery-powered locomotive to a freewheeling locomotive. And then the buttons here let it go forward, stop, and reverse. And there's a headlamp, and that red button there actually, once it hits the stop track, makes it stop. There's the headlamp, and there's the tail lamp, which is very cool. Next, this is one of my favorite engines as well. This is a shunting engine. You'll notice once you couple up cars, you can uncouple them by pressing the button. Now, it doesn't do very well with this off-brand car, and you'll notice that, but it does better with Brio brand engines and Thomas Wooden Railway cars. And you'll see that in just a second. Right there. Very, very cool. Next is this nice Brio RC engine. You'll notice that that button there controls the light. There's a horn and forward and backwards motion. Very cool. There's also this little police car with a policeman inside. I won't be using this much, but it's nice to add to my collection. And then we get to the cool stuff, the Thomas Wooden Railway stuff. The Sodor Aquarium cars here, which are very, very nice. I've never had these before, so it's nice to get. And then next from these two, we have a car that I absolutely love, Rickety. I've never had Rickety before, and I was so happy when I saw him inside there. Very, very cool. After that, we have Splatter. A very nice item to get. I've never seen one of these in person, so it's nice to get. Now I just gotta find Dodge. And then next is Neil. Now, I've never had Neil either, never seen him in person, but I'm very excited and very happy to have found Neil in this condition and this, this age, really. Also, I found an Ertl Percy. And there was this Brio tunnel, which I forgot to show from earlier. Pretty cool. Nice texture on it as well. Now, next is two items that you guys have been asking for, Trackmaster Push Along Bell, I'll be reviewing this very soon, and Trackmaster Push Along Young Beo. So please watch out for those, but they will be up soon. Alright guys, so this is everything that I got for the month of September. I don't know about you, but whew! That is a lot of stuff. And believe it or not, I was actually thinking that this month was going to be slow on Thomas stuff, and it really was till about 2 weeks ago when I went to my local consignment shop and found all of these Thomas goodies, except for the Trackmaster Push Along engines. Those I bought at Walmart. Anyway guys, let me know what you think in the comments below. What is your favorite item that I got this month? One of my favorite items are the Brio engines, and rickety, but I also really like the destinations and of course all the track that I got too. I'm excited for the layouts I'll be able to create with this. Anyway guys, this is Thomas and Friends 47 signing off. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you all again very soon. Bye!